I'm a music guy, so I'm into iTunes. I'm making playlists. Like I do, dumb stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I'll make playlists. Like I'll burn CDs for.
Hello?
We're back.
We're back. We're playing the Halo Combat Evolved, Friendship Evolved.
Friendship Evolved.
We're gonna test our friendship.
We are, yes.
So you're rewriting
Yeah.
Disney masterpiece, Kenobi.
Yes. And
A limited series.
let me give you a couple caveats.
Okay.
So, number one. No, well, first of all, number one. I haven't thought about anything Kenobi related for like.
I draw anyone into a Star Wars debate real quick.
Yeah. I haven't thought about anything Kenobi related for at least 4 to 5 months.
Okay,
so,
wonderful.
I mean, I don't know however long it's been.
So we'll do a live shopping. I'll give you my critiques in time. Excellent,
yes.
perfect.
Well,
perfect.
but I mean to say that I'm just going to give you the bones. I'm not going to give you like
All right, I'll provide the meat.
A 1 season run. There's all these stupid storylines and stuff like that. Okay, but
does it hurt that I haven't seen all of Kenobi?
Not at all.
Okay, cool.
You've seen. Actually, it helps. You've seen the perfect amount of Star Wars because here's the thing. It's gonna appeal to the fans.
The fans.
And nerd people in general, sci-fi fans. And
if you take your hands off the goddamn controller and just one more time.
I like to.
Speaking of fans.
If you haven't learned anything from this playthrough, is that I talk a lot of garbage. I'm very bad with words generally. I'm long-winded. I tell bad stories. If I weren't funny and like halfway,
if I weren't awesome in the first place, I'd just be terrible.
Yeah. Well, if I weren't like kind of funny and like just generally kind of casual, laid back kind of guy and like decently looking, I would be just an absolute troll dweller. It's the flip.
You're better than decent.
Oh yeah, thank you, bro. But my point is, it's the flip of the coin moments in life. Like you could be like 2 inches shorter. You could be like a little bit more weird. Blah blah blah. That could really turn your life around. Yeah. Anyway, I need to obviously approach this with a little bit more caution. Let me just relax and start spitting about Obi-Wan. Okay, so that's my number one caveat. I don't remember. I had more ideas, but I just don't remember them.
Okay.
Number 2, I'm going to grant, so one of the big moments, like when they announced this Obi-Wan situation, Oh,
this is Goopy?
Okay, this is a hallway situation. We need to stay in the hallway. I understand now. I need to trigger.
Let them flood in.
Yeah. What's the deal with the flood?
They're everywhere. My insurance doesn't cover it.
Yeah, right. Hold on. Can I try another 30-second?
Sure.
Can I try another one?
Go for it. Okay, Jerry.
Okay. Look at that. Look at how weird that is, bro. Oh my god.
If you upscale it, is it gonna have issues?
Oh, I forgot about
R3,
that feature.
I think. Yeah. Oh, it's worse. Oh, the little giblets.
Weird. Super cool. Okay, so and by the way, what's the deal with the flood? I mean, they come into our planet, they start eating all of our resources, they're absorbing our people. I was sitting in my garage, and I came over my neighbor's house.
You had 30 seconds.
I go to my neighbor's house with Bob, and Bob, have you noticed? You have a giant sucker on your head. He's like, I called up my insurance. They said, no, this is not the type of flood insurance you have, sir. I'm sorry, that was horrendous.
That was probably just like he did it on stage.
Yeah, no, that's the quality of the performance was not what was wrong. What was wrong is the last one was actually super funny. This one was just not funny. But that's how Jerry did it, baby. Love you, Jerry. The show was fantastic. The intros were not, and his comedy is not. Okay, stipulation number 2.
Wait, how would you know? You slept through it.
Actually, you know what? You're right. I did sleep through it. I have no idea if it's good or not. the intro was not good. That's what I can tell you.
Ugh.
So
You can click our affiliate link to get a link to the Jerry Seinfeld.
yes, live in New York.
But not actually. This is comedy. This is actual comedy.
No, well, you know how they say like Jerry Seinfeld live on Broadway. I think that's actually what it was called. Live on
I'm
Broadway.
actually like a really horrible like television consumer.
That's I am as well. I am as well.
I was a big cable cutter.
Yeah. Oh, buddy. The glory days are gone. Do you remember when it was just so... I would just literally type watch whatever I wanted. Like, let's say watch Gundam Wing episode 17 into Google, and within 30 seconds I would be watching
it. Yeah.
I would be watching whatever I wanted.
That's the only reason I got through college without like just
Oh my gosh, yeah.
ending it all.
And then you would have chicks over, and they'd be like, like let's watch some TV or whatever. And they're like, okay, what do you want to watch? I'm like, or like, what can we watch? I'm like, oh, literally anything. Like
literally whatever you want.
And girls are like, think you're like Jesus, like, or they're thinking like Neo from the Matrix, and I feel like.
Don't ruin this. I got married off of that.
I did too, bro. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I used to,
Don't break the facade.
How many times have you exchanged the meme where like it's he's the worst pirate I've ever heard of, but you have heard of me. Like,
well, I had the real hookup. So at your local library, you can rent DVDs and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And they always have
Good
the new
collection, too.
ones.
Good
Yeah,
collection.
and you can rip those really easily.
Oh, baby, ripping CDs. You remember when people didn't know how to rip CDs? Oh,
my God, yeah.
Actually, I bet people have come back around and do not know how to rip CDs anymore.
You know, that's literally a feature in iTunes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, still, to this day, I'm 99% sure.
Oh, it
like,
is,
That's
yeah.
completely a legitimate and legal way.
I've burned a CD in iTunes within the past 3 years, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
That's, I need
Yeah.
to get a new CD component for my computer because I lost my MacBook from 2010. And I have an iMac, so I just need a CD thing. Thanks, Apple, for always making things hard.
Oh, my God. What a disaster.
But I have booted up iTunes in a minute.
Oh, I've done it more because I make like playlists for my yoga classes in iTunes. So I'm in there quite a bit. So, but I am. People don't hate iTunes the way I hate iTunes.
Really?
Over the course of the however many years I've owned an Apple product, and I'm a music guy, so I'm in iTunes. I'm making playlists. Like I do, dumb stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I'll make playlists. Like I'll burn CDs for.
Talk about a derailment. What's the deal?
So my second stipulation, when the when the Obi-Wan show was first kind of
What are you doing? Go all the way down here. Give him the spooking.
shut the f-
Here, I'm theory crafting with you.
I don't want to hear a goddamn thing. So when the Obi-Wan series was first announced, the big thing that KKK
We're just gonna drop the iTunes conversation.
No, we're done. Yeah.
Okay, great.
because I'm not gonna. I mean, Steven, we've probably burned through about 8 minutes by now. I don't know if you've been keeping track.
Did you look over?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I have a good estimate for time.
Yeah, that's it. Wow, that's it. That's I have no concept of time.
I'm really good at
really
time.
impressive.
That's the only thing. Time and weight, I'm getting a little bit better at. But time, like I probably could have guessed your daughter's weight. I was holding Steven's sweet little baby before this, and I probably could have guessed her weight. But anyway, so yeah, time and weight, I have a pretty good estimate.
Yeah, that's like actually I have just no conception of that.
Yeah, distance, speed, like amounts, like measurements and stuff like that. Like when you're cooking, I'm horrible at it, but
Okay.
time I'm pretty good at. So when they first announced the Obi-Wan series, they one of the things that was super hyped was, and another meeting between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. And some of the obviously 99 actually everybody was hype about that.
Yeah.
Like we obviously want to see as much Obi-Wan Darth Vader as possible. Like that's just freaking cool. But in my little enclave of
The
fandom, it's like, oh, awesome, but still like, this could be really bad. Like this could Like, they could introduce some stuff, and Disney does not care because at that point they had like excised the entire what was previously known as oh man, I'm embarrassed. I don't remember what it was called. I guess they call it Legends now, like the Star Wars. Like the Star Wars novels that they had written.
Yeah, but they pretty
outside
much
of the movies.
like brought all of that back because
I'm not gonna get into that. We can get into that in a different episode.
Oh, yeah.
So
we should probably play a Star Wars game.
Absolutely.
And,
we should.
Like,
We're gonna play Republic Commando.
Yeah, I have it. It's ready to go. Finish this game.
I'm going to. Yeah, I hope we get it done today. But a lot of fans were like, I don't know if I really trust you guys to handle something so crucially, critically, like, in my opinion, like some people. And obviously, this is a time period thing.
Mm-hmm.
Some people view Star Wars as like, oh, it's Luke Skywalker's story, and I'm of the opinion
that's never been
the story.
That's what the
no.
movies were telling, and we've moved past that. Like
but
always,
I mean,
like for years we've moved past.
But
that.
on like subreddits and stuff, like no, people literally think like no, Star Wars is a Luke Skywalker story.
Really?
Yes.
Man,
yes.
I thought I spent a lot of time on the internet.
No, yeah.
I've just been out of Star Wars for a long time.
And maybe I'm wrong, but argue about it in the comments. But the point is, I view Star Wars as an Anakin Skywalker story.
Yeah, it's whatever he touches is the story.
He's in literally every movie. He is the story, and by extension, Obi-Wan is the story, because you can't even describe Darth Vader / Anakin Skywalker without mentioning Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Right.
So if there's one character, it's Anakin. If there are two characters, it's Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
It's Obi-Wan.
Side
over
note:
Luke
the
Skywalker.
books with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan are amazing.
I'm very excited to read them. Yeah, I've read.
They're for kids, but they're great.
Oh my god! I read when I went to when we went on our honeymoon. I read the Thrawn trilogy.
Yes.
And this is my point, in what they used to refer to as, I think they might now refer to it as Legends.
Yes, Legends, I think is the right term.
Yeah, so it's all not canon, even though it easily could be, like, and just like you said, like, they've kind of brought some of that back, but, not in...
Yeah, what's his balls? The blue guy they brought back.
Thrawn, yeah.
Yeah.
Thrawn, yeah. Yeah. Oh, the blue guy. Anyway, so my second stipulation is, so that was the big thing they hyped.
Blue.
Yeah, so long story short, that was the big thing they hyped. People, I was concerned. Like, I don't think I trust you. I'm going to maintain that idea. So there is going to be a final lightsaber duel with Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, episode 4, The New Hope.
No. No, in my Obi-Wan reboot, bro.
Oh, okay.
People don't even... I've talked so freaking much that people don't even remember that I'm pitching my Obi-Wan reboot.
Right.
Okay, so that's my second stipulation. I had a third stipulation, but I forgot it, and I'm just going to get into the show.
Do the trick.
And I'm lost again, by the way.
Oh, great. In fucking
no,
corridors.
I've already been through here. Yeah. Corridors and bridges, bro.
Oh, man.
Impossible.
Impossible.
Okay, so here's I can't even say it's a pitch. Here's my concept for what I would have done with the Obi-Wan Kenobi
Excellent, I'm here.
TV show. First of all, I would have made it a movie.
How long?
You can even do the Dune thing and do part 1, part 2, if you really want to.
Sure.
But I would have made it a movie.
Okay, so
if not a movie,
I'm allotting you 3 hours.
If not a movie, I would have made it like a 4 to 6 episode miniseries.
Isn't that what it is? What is it at?
It's like, bro, it's like 10 to 12 episodes.
Oh.
Okay. and that's exactly my point. There's just way too much, and you can tell this thing super good really tightly. Because here's what needs to happen.
Okay.
I would say 70% of the show is going to be, well, first of all, there's going to be 3 major time periods that we're covering.
Okay.
There is the period of time immediately following episode 3, where Obi-Wan...
So the collapse of the Republic.
Where Obi-Wan returns returns Luke to his family on Tatooine.
Right.
That's period 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just how he kind of adjusts to being like oh, I can't be Obi-Wan Kenobi, Clone Wars general, like acclaimed Jedi.
Yeah, he's
literally
like, oh, what do?
literally member of the Jedi Council, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Right. The rank of master.
Yes, the rank of master.
That was awarded to him.
Yes. 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 If only. By the way, there's a big theory on, like, why didn't they just grant him the fucking rank of master? Like, it's not...
Because they knew they didn't want him. Like...
But it's not even like that. He wasn't even, like, a Jedi. Like, he was an amazing Jedi, even for all of his little, like, emotional things. As we come to find out, all these people are deeply...
Wait.
Yeah.
Internal politics leads to bad decision making.
Are you advocating for a monarchy type system?
No.
Okay.
I'm just people have their own agendas, bro.
Hey, no. This.
It was literally the only
We're on
two
a bridge.
people. We're on a bridge. God damn it, not a bridge. Literally the only two people that weren't about awarding it were Mace Windu and Yoda. And Yoda was on the fence, and Mace Windu was like,
no.
And then he got like smoked by Anakin.
Yeah.
So it was like justified.
Yeah.
But it was literally two people on the council. So it's just like it first.
I'm sorry to interject. You did watch Robot Chicken, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay, Steven, remind me to bring you my... I have the Robot Chicken Star Wars collection.
Oh,
like,
nice.
That is one thing I have. So, there is one of the best little... but you're familiar with the show. It's
yes,
like
I know what
it
it is. Yeah.
One of the best Robot Chicken Star Wars sketches is exactly that. It's one of the obscure aliens that are like on the council that you just never hear of. Like, you see him for probably like 2 minutes total throughout the entire prequel trilogy. They take that guy and they're like, and they replay like the conversation they were having. They were like, I sense much fear in him, blah blah blah. Like, I added to the council, he shall not be. And then the guy, they pan to the alien on the side, and he goes like, "Oh, was this a council? Nobody else talks besides the two of you. I wasn't aware that there was a council. Yordle, was this a council? Have you been asked?"
But that's how real politics works, Loki.
Absolutely, bro.
Oopsies.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. But we're not here for that.
No.
So, that's time period 1. Time period 2 is going to be a flashback period to when, and I'll just say generally, it's when Qui-Gon was training Obi-Wan.
Yes, which would be in the books that I just because they're great.
I
don't know what they're called, but look at them with your eyes.
I think it's like
the Padawan or
Tales
something?
of a Padawan.
Yeah,
or something
like that.
Something
it has
along
Padawan in it.
It does have Padawan in it. So that's time period 2. Time period 3 is going to be the period that they spent, I believe, like 90 to 95% of in the show, which is this modern day. Darth Vader is active. Obi-Wan is active.
Isn't Senator Organa like hyperactive too?
Yeah, absolutely. Steven, absolutely he is.
Okay, good.
But
excellent. Okay.
I'm not going to have him in my show, but he could easily be. Maybe
he should be. I think that's a great foil for. So hot take. Like the political stratosphere of the prequels is super valuable to the storytelling. The dialogue is bad, and I
that's
won't.
Okay.
But
you know what?
It's a good set piece.
It's
so like the fact that people
yes.
drop it so quick, especially when we're talking about a series.
Yes,
it's like political chaos is wonderful
and
to
first
like
of all,
move plots along.
I love every single prequels movie, like even Attack of the Clones, which
I love it.
Rightfully, people say is a weak movie.
Yeah,
fair enough. I love it. I think the prequel movies are fantastic, and I love the original trilogy. So
I'm the okay. It's just
completely different completely different like types of movies, but yeah, I love them both.
Yeah. So I hold Tremors in very high esteem as like top peak cinema for like. There is an amount of campiness that is allowed in your film. Full stop. And people just cannot tolerate that.
Yeah. Absolutely. And it's like, Man, do you guys know how to have fun? This Banshee is tearing me up, by the way.
Yeah, can you get it out of the sky?
Well, I need to get to these guys. What they design it for is you need to get to those guys with the rocket launchers. Because
this is a replay of a fight we had earlier, like in episode 13 or something.
How many damn bridges are we going to run over in this game, bro?
Well, they only built so many. They had so much budget. Microsoft was like...
come on. Maybe I should just leave these... I don't know. I could try like a running technique, but... Anyway, so time period 3 is going to be this interplay between Darth Vader's forces and Obi-Wan's forces.
Oh, he's going to build forces?
I say forces.
His actions.
Well, yes, his actions. Like it's going to be this
foiled again.
It's going to be the interplay between Obi-Wan's presence and Darth Vader's presence.
Right.
And here's the general premise. So we go through that time where so the series opens. Obi-Wan takes Luke to these people, and the whole little time period is going to be like Obi-Wan, because this will be before he turns into like old like wizard hermit type dude up in the hills. Obi-Wan, he's gonna live like kind of in the village type deal. Like he's gonna be walking around. He's gonna be concealed because like it's still like super far away. Nobody's gonna know he's Obi-Wan. But he's just like he's gonna be out and about. He's gonna be interacting with Luke and the family, like that type of deal. And then like there's this super tense, super like close interaction because the Empire's everywhere. Like the Empire being on Tatooine.
Yeah, they're doing a scorch and burn technique.
Yeah. It's kind of rare, but it's not like super unheard of. So there's going to be this one, and nothing's going to happen, but it's going to be this extremely tense scene where Obi-Wan, Luke, and the two family, they're
Ben
like
and
Baru or something like that.
Yes, Baru, perfect.
Yeah, where they like almost all get discovered by the Empire, like let's say like a month or two after he brings Luke there.
They did do that though.
What do you mean?
In the show, they did that.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Sorry. We're keeping some story beats. Okay,
I'm
sorry.
not. Yeah. I'm not saying this is completely different. From,
Okay. So we're maintaining
show.
that story beat. Perfect.
Yes. So, but here's the thing. So, and let's say I don't know. Let's say in a 4 to 5 hour like total like project. Let's say this takes up about 2 hours.
And you're putting it towards the end.
No, the beginning.
Oh, okay.
The beginning. So this is kind of how the show is going to start.
Okay, so you don't have 3 arcs in the order that you've listed.
No.
Okay, so this would happen in the first arc.
Yes. So
okay,
the way that
you.
the show would be organized is this would start. Let's call it 90 minutes.
Okay. And 3 episodes.
Yes. Yeah. Let's call it 90 minutes, and then the rest of the show is going to flash between the modern period that they're telling, the Darth Vader stuff, and Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon together.
Okay.
so
which is cool. I see.
Yeah. So, yeah. You're gonna be with me.
Yeah, I'm right with you already.
You'll be with exactly. Yeah, you like it though, right?
Here. Let me finish it.
Yeah.
So the reason that you do the downfall of the Republic, and you can tell the story of like where we got to in the movies, is where like Obi-Wan had the falling out where he had to go full hermit, and Ben is like, stay away from my kid. But you're also doing like some like reflection pieces on Obi-Wan and his past and what he's learning and applying it today in his survival and his transition into full hermit.
What would Obi-Wan do? He thinks he won, by the way. Obi-Wan thinks he won.
Wait.
At the end of episode 3. He thinks he won. This guy is
he thought he was dead.
This guy is toast.
Yeah.
So he finds out about Darth Vader. Let's say, this is it.
Okay.
This is it.
Play the fucking game.
I'm playing. Okay, this is it. 90-minute set piece. He takes Luke back, and let's say this is like a month after he takes Luke back. Blah blah blah. Obi-Wan's trying to help the family, so he like oops. That's what I need to do.
We're gonna add elevators to things to avoid.
We did have some moments with elevators.
With some elevators.
We did have moments with elevators. Okay, so Obi-Wan, like, let's say when he first gets there, he's actually living with them because they're super remote.
Yeah, because I don't know why the animosity out the gate.
Yeah,
so okay,
yeah.
sure.
So they're extremely remote. So he's living with them. Nobody feels comfortable about it, but it is what it is. He just, let's say he's shell shocked.
Shell shock and bad at farming.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be completely reasonable for a politician to go into farming and be like, bro, I can't do this.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Like, he Obi, why can't you milk
he thinks he killed Anakin. Like, he's like trying to figure out, like, what do I do now? Like, do I try and find Yoda? Do I do that, like...
Well, he would assume Yoda's dead, right?
No, actually, no, because they met. So
he did say that he failed.
Yeah,
that's right.
So Yoda said he failed, and Obi-Wan said, I'm going to take Luke to Tatooine.
That's right.
But maybe, like, okay, forget I said anything about Yoda. Basically, he's trying to figure out what he's going to do.
Right,
like,
because he's got nothing.
He thinks he won. He thinks he killed Anakin, but there's, like, okay, Darth Vader's gone, so now it's really just Sidious, who we know about. So maybe, like, okay... Maybe, maybe we try and do something. Like, maybe there's some kind of play. Maybe he tries to find another Jedi, some type of like that. So let's say something breaks down on the moisture farm, and Obi-Wan's like, okay, let's. Oh, Ben is like, I need to go into town. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I need to go into town. Me and Baru need to go into town.
Oh, both. Okay,
yes,
nice.
Yes. And since me and her are going, we'll just take the child. Obi-Wan, let's say, like...
Oh, and he's adamant about, like, you don't need to.
You can't leave. This would be the first time they've left in a month. So Obi-Wan's like...
The first conflict.
Yes.
Excellent.
He's like, we cannot leave. Blah, 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 blah. And he's like, listen, if you two are going, and you have to take the child, I'll go as well. And this begins the Ben... Is that his name? What is his name? Owen. Excuse me.
Owen. Ben.
This
conflict.
begins the Obi-Wan conflict. He's like,
which is how they do it in the current series.
Yeah,
so,
and then you can even throw in one of those things where, like, we're out in the middle of nowhere, Owen. How about this? I'll put my hood on. I'll go by Ben Kenobi. That's
the amount of cheesy camp that Disney loves.
Yes, you get a little fan service moment in there. So, cut to, they go to town. They're doing their business. They have, because Tatooine, it's it's a piece of so they get into a little dispute with a local vendor. It happens. It's not even
literally almost in every movie that they're on a desert planet.
Yes, it's not even something
Disney's eating. The CEOs are about this.
Yes. So but this one particular day, there's an Imperial patrol just happened to be kind of walking through.
Not the Sith Hunters or whoever they use?
Yeah, yes.
Or the...
So...
What do they call those?
Inquisitors.
The Inquisitors!
Yes. So this will be pre-Inquisitors.
Totally not like a foil for like Nazis.
So they're walking through town. It's starting to get a little hyphy. And the shop owner or whatever goes like, how would you feel if I got the Empire involved? I hear they're running things now. The Republic is gone, haven't you heard? Blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And because Obi-Wan's like staying way back at this point.
You what?
And now Obi-Wan's like, oh no, and he uses the Force, and he's like, no, don't worry about it. Blah blah blah, everything's fine.
You're not even worried.
Yeah, and he's like, Owen, we need to leave right now. Blah blah blah. So. Before Owen can I'm lost, by the way. Before Owen can conclude his business, Obi-Wan's like, go right now. So Owen takes blah blah blah, and they leave. I don't know if I'm on the right list. I assume I am.
Yeah, we're going further down.
Yes.
Down
okay.
It's yes.
So Obi-Wan forces them to leave. Obi-Wan is like, this is my first opportunity. I can capture these two. I can just like pull in these little troopers. I can use the Force. I can read their mind and find out what they know, or I can overhear them, or blah blah blah.
Right.
You get the concept.
Espionage.
Yes, espionage. So Obi-Wan's gonna try and find out what's going on. It's been a month.
I think we've been here before, my friend.
You think so? There's no enemies.
There's a lot of dead.
I hate how they leave elevators active. Let me find out an interlower entrance. So I need to go down.
Yeah. Okay. So we goofed going. No.
I need to go this way?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to keep going this way. Okay.
We've double goofed. We've goofed into the correct direction, but we need to go more down.
Okay. So Owen's gone. He's pissed. Obi-Wan is trying to do his little espionage deal. Obi-Wan finds out that... Because he knows about the name Darth Vader, if you remember that from Episode 3.
No, I don't.
Yes, we're in the right spot. So remember, the way Padme and Obi-Wan decide to go to Mustafar...
Oh,
is
yeah,
they watch that hologram of killing the younglings. And he's
not
like...
the younglings!
And then Sidious comes in and he's like, rise Darth Vader. So Obi-Wan knows the name Vader.
Yeah, he's taking the name.
But he thinks he killed Anakin.
Right.
So he's doing his espionage, blah, blah, blah. He finds... one of them says... he finds out about the presence of Darth Vader.
Right.
Obi-Wan... Are you with me?
I'm with you.
Obi-Wan loses his cool.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
He either kills them, maybe he does the lightsaber, maybe he uses the Force. I'm so lost. Maybe he uses the Force, maybe he uses the blaster, like some type of deal. Maybe you have a run-in with Greedo, if you want to do some fan service or something like that. Like, maybe he pays somebody to kill.
Some hunters, yeah, somebody.
Or, I don't know.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't even have to, but whatever.
So he has a fall from grace.
He has a fall from grace. He loses his he does something and it gets hot. And he leaves, he goes back, but he makes it out. He goes back to Owen's. Owen is fucking heated, bro. I'm going to revert to last save. I'm so lost. But don't you love this?
Yes.
Okay, check how's our time?
We've eaten up an entire episode.
let's finish up. Let me finish up arc 1, and then we'll go to the next episode.
Excellent.
So here's the thing:
we're turning this into a rewriting Star Wars podcast.
I know. Oh, I can do some. Okay, so Owen is pissed. Him and Obi-Wan have a major falling out.
A physical altercation would be fun here. Because that's not seen in Star Wars.
Yeah. Between you're not wrong. Yeah. Basically, long story short, it gets ugly.
Yeah.
That's how
he gets
and Owen's like, get the off this planet. I'll hire some people to kill you if you ever come around my family again.
Full threat.
Yeah. First of all, you dump this kid on me. You say the Empire is looking at him, because Owen says because Obi-Wan kind of gives him an update, like
I did.
Anakin's alive, and he might, and there's a chance he might come looking. We have to be extreme. We should actually go to a different planet
further.
We should go to the way outer rim.
You've moved the goalposts, my friend.
Yeah, and Owen's like, get out of here. So that's how Ben Kenobi is born.
Yes, the full hermit, and that and that would work into like the current setup where he like goes and like harvests like crickets or whatever he does.
Yeah. In scene. How do you like that?
Majestic.
Okay, so we'll get your feedback and the next arc in the next episode.
Halo.
Combat Evolved.
Friendship Evolved.
French.
Love it.